Alright guys, just a quick part number 2. Since I last recorded, I went ahead and moved I removed the intake manifold off completely with some of the vacuum lines, attached to it. But I just want to mention that it's not going to be free. The intake manifold is not going to be free until you get all of the connectors and the vacuum lines loose. So if it's hanging up on something, you likely have not removed all the connectors that you need to remove. There's one up here. This one goes to the throttle body, so you're gonna have to remove that, and that T-clip pops out, and then you press down on it, which releases it. So see how it pops in like that, and you're gonna use like a flathead, or I just used a knife, and then once you pop it out, then you press it down. You depress the end of the clip right here, the gray part, and then you can remove that clip from the throttle body. But as you can see now, I have it removed, and you want to make sure you block off all of your intake ports first thing you do before you start pulling the plugs. I haven't even done this side yet because I wanted to get that difficult side first. So there's also a piece of foam right here, so I'm going to go ahead and remove that, and then I'm going to begin to just take the coil packs off and then get in there with my 5/8 inch socket and start removing the plugs on both sides. But pretty much once you have the intake manifold off, that's the most difficult part in this job, and it's really not that hard. The first time you do it, you don't know exactly what you're doing, so it's a little bit harder. This is the first time I've done it, and it wasn't that hard compared to it really wasn't that hard. It didn't take that much time. So just want to make a part 2 to let you guys know about the extra connectors that need to be removed from the intake manifold so you can successfully remove it without any hang-ups. This bracket right here, there's two 10mm bolts right here, and I went ahead and removed those because that bracket there attaches to the intake manifold, so that will be hanging up. But just take your time and just know that there are several vacuum lines, connectors that you have to remove first after removing the 6 bolts. There's the 6 bolts on the intake manifold, which are 8mm, and then you have the 4 nuts total that hold the intake manifold on this side. There's 2 bolts that are connected to the intake manifold that go through this bracket, and then the nuts go on the back side. And then there's also 2 that go into this bracket, and the nuts go on the back side. So after you get that done, make sure you have everything else disconnected from the intake manifold before you remove it, and then it should slide right out, no problem. If I didn't cover anything in this video, the first part of the video, or I'm sorry, the first video that I made covers what bolts to remove, the 6 bolts to remove from the intake manifold. So go ahead and see that video for more information.